It was here on YouTube that I told you 3 years ago there might just as well be a sign on the White Cliffs of Dover saying, "Everyone welcome," because nobody will be deported. And, well, yes, I was ahead of the curve, as more than 100,000 young men have now crossed the English Channel. Yeah, sure, 1 or 2 women and children, but frankly, not very many. We've learned so much over the course of the last 3 years. We've learned that from the traffickers' point of view, they can make up to €2.5 million per boat that crosses the English Channel. We've learnt that in many cases it isn't just criminal gangs that get people into Britain, but people coming into Britain deliberately to join criminality and to damage the quality of life in this country. And what have we done to try and stop it? Oh, well, that's easy. We give the French money, yes, 50 million here, 80 million there. And with the latest promises, it's a total, wait for it, of 800 million quid. Yep, 800 million quid we've given the French in money and pledges over the next couple of years to stop the boats from leaving the French beaches. Now, I've tried in the past to argue that it's not easy to stop dinghies launching from a 70-mile wide stretch of coast. But I've always suspected that actually, in many ways, the French are quite happy to put a show, stop the odd boat, put a knife in the odd boat, but actually let most of them go. Well, this brilliant piece of work in the Daily Express, published today, shows you a deeper, darker truth. Because here we've got newly recruited forces in France, and they're out in Calais, and they're on the booze. Yes, they are partying. I mean, have a look at all this. Look at it. Wow, they're going for it, chasing all the women. Now, of course, I'm not a Puritan. I'm not against any of these things. However, when you question them, as the Express did, basically saying, look, you know what? We don't want these people living here. They're aggro. They're a problem. We let them go. And occasionally we see a woman and a child, so we let them go anyway. And really, when you think about it, it's even worse, because every single dinghy that gets into as much as 3 feet of water is escorted by the French Navy. No, literally escorted by the French Navy until they get to a 12-mile line where British Border Force are there, or RNLI, if Border Force are busy, to pick them up. And just have a look at this video sequence. Have a look at this one boat. And here they are saying, "Hey, thank you, the French Navy, showing us all the way." And there into view comes Hurricane, the British Border Force vessel. 800 million quid. Well, now have a quick look at this video. Here we see large numbers of people about to illegally cross the channel, gathering on a beach and spin round. And what do you see? The French police just standing there, doing absolutely nothing. We have literally just tossed away 800 million quid. Rishi tells us he'll stop the boats. He won't. He'll boast the numbers are down 17% so far this year. Yes, they are, but that's chiefly because we've had an absolutely poxy July and August when it came to the weather. Folks, I promise you this, nothing is changing. Absolutely nothing is changing. And all the promises, all the lies we've had from British governments, and nothing's getting any better. At some point, we've got to face the facts that Labour can't do any better. They're talking about a deal with the French, but as we can see from the video earlier on this particular clip, they're not interested. They don't want to do a deal with us. They're happy at this time of the Rugby World Cup to act as wing three-quarters and to chuck the problem onto the United Kingdom. The only way we solve this is to be like the Australians, to be like the great Tony Abbott in 2012. He towed the boats back to Indonesia. We simply have to dump these people back on the French beaches. There'll be an international incident. We'll be in breach of the European Convention on Human Rights. The EU will go potty. Monsieur Macron will not like it, but after about 10 days of doing it, the boats will stop coming. And that is, frankly, folks, where we need to be.